how do I feel when it comes down to past lives?
Oh, you want to go there?
This is. I mean, you ain't got to get too much into detail with it.
Yeah.
But someone asked me, "Do you believe that it a other?" It is a juicy one, right?
Other
Do
dimension
you
or something?
believe
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
I guess it's just almost saying that people either believe in, ghosts, or you
reincarnation and stuff,
believe in,
and entities, yeah.
aliens, and just different ethnicities and so on and so forth. This is what people when people have asked me about that.
Yeah.
What's my personal opinion on it? And I'll be honest with you. I'm a let you know how I feel about it,
Yeah.
and you can let me know yours. I think it's all just energy, and you interpret what you wanted to interpret because you were the creator of that. Okay. And I'm not saying that you don't see aliens and you don't see this and you don't see that, but you are the making of that, if that makes sense to you. Because you got a lot of people out there are seeing different. Some people may see, like I say, aliens, or some people may see, this, and some people may see that, but you the interpret of that. So.
Oh, so you're
create
saying
it.
that? Oh, so you're saying like you're kind of almost a god that created what you're saying.
What you're seeing, of course. So there is not like something that can just pop up in your experience without your attention to it.
Okay, I believe that to a certain degree.
And also too, I think that we're so focused on before life, after life, this, that, and we're not here.
Yeah,
we're
we
not
have to stay in
here
the present
enough
more.
to know about this.
Yeah.
I want to know about this. Tell me more about this. This is what's creating my reality. So tell me more about this. All that other stuff doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I want to be here. Tell me about now. What happened before or what's going to happen doesn't have anything to do with right now.
Okay.
When I get there, I cross that bridge when I get there. What's behind me is behind me. I done crossed that bridge already. So that's my personal opinion on when people start talking about maybe afterlife and past life and ancestors and so on and so forth. Like I say, let's be here. Let's not worry about what's going on there and not worry about what happened behind there. And, it's gone, that's gone. And whenever you get where you're going, you have to create it now.
Okay.
So that's my opinion on it.
I like that. I agree with that to a certain degree. I think that people don't stay in the present as much. I think delving into the past, there's not always negative things about it. It's really dope to delve into the past. There's positive stuff too, because I like history and stuff like that in terms of spiritual stuff. So delving in the past doesn't always have to be bad. There's
But you know what?
positive memories in the past.
I hate to cut you off, but when people, not saying that going in the past is a bad or a good thing, you just have to figure out what serves you. Because there are things in the past that I like to go back to because it gives me joy, it brings me joy, it makes me happy.
Yeah, happy
And
memories.
it makes me want to be more in my moment. You know what I mean?
That's
So it's
good.
not a bad thing. It's just that you have to just be aware of what you're bringing back here into here.
Most definitely.
Because you can be suffering from something 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but you bring it into your now, and that's not serving you.
And when people do that, I think that they should do a psychotherapy for that. And I think they should do past life regression for that and to heal that. Because sometimes when you do meditation and stuff like that, it's not enough for people that have like a certain amount of baggage. Sometimes meditation isn't enough. Sometimes it won't be enough until the day they die. Sometimes it's not enough after 20 years. It'll be better, but it's not enough because other people's baggage is more like worse than others. But in terms of past lives and things like that,
Okay. You didn't got to get too depth with it.
no, not at
Just-
all,
you
but
can
I'm going
keep
to
it at
state
the
my
surface.
opinion on it on
At the
surface
surface.
level. I do believe that there's things that are, like I was saying before, outside of ourselves, and just because we don't see it because we're at a certain mindset and mind state with the government and elites in the Vatican doing certain things that we can't see it, and just because we can't see it doesn't mean that it's not real, because there are stuff that's been here since before us. We're not the only things that's been the shit here as humans, for sure. We have to get out of our ego and go beyond ourselves to know that just because we can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. As we're in a different dimension. We're at like the lowest state dimension right now, to be honest with you. There's other dimensions.
So,
But
let me
being
ask you
awake
this
is
now.
starting the beginning of the dimension. Going
So
up
when
there. Yeah.
you do, or you do respect and you do believe that there are other things that's there. So let's say if you are believing in those different things,
Mm-hmm.
but let's say if those different things are not serving you in your moment.
Then I drop them.
Then
But
you
for
drop 'em.
instance, like
Okay,
my
so-
grandma visits me in my dreams, and she actually gives me like answers on what to do in the waking state. And I feel like being like a dream interpreter, I think that I know that 60 to 70% of it is real, and then the like 20 to 30% of it is just your subconscious, is like what your baggage is throughout the day. But there's some aspects to it that's real because that's going into the other realm. And if you fail the dream, or if you do certain things in the dream, your waking state that day isn't going to be good. Hence, doing the protection and stuff like that, or like how you do your manifestations in the morning, that may be your form of personal protection and stuff like that. I think that dreams are very prevalent, and what serves me is my grandma coming as, I don't know if it's source making her like in a way to as how I remember,
It's
like
your
source.
interpretation.
Yeah,
your
no,
interpretation.
it's my interpretation, but it's also sources maybe interpretation of trying to get me to interpret my grandma in a state to where I remember her as too. Like I'm not even talking about my interpretation. I'm talking about like how source wants me to see my grandma.
Yeah, I mean that's
You
the
know
only
what I
way it
mean?
could do it.
Yeah.
Because it can't show you
Like a
in the
deceased,
sense that
scary
he may believe in it. You
one.
know what I mean? It has to be in some way or in shape of a form that you believe in.
Yeah, or I'm not even talking about that, but talking about like let's say coming in a sense to where like, you know, the way she passed wasn't really like the best appearance, and like coming in a way to where she passed like on like the hospital bed when they were doing the CPR, like they're not, she's not, it's not being shown to me in that state. It's shown to me like she's being shown to me in a state that I remember her as, like
a happy
healthy and
state.
stuff like that. And I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that makes sense.
And
Yeah.
she'll tell me like the last time I hadn't had a dream about her in a while, in a long time, but the last time I had a dream about her, I went to try to hug her, and she told me, no. And I'm like, why? And she's like, you're not being nice to your mom right now. So I went in the waking state and I told my mom, like, hey, if I've been like rude or anything like that, I had to set my pride and my ego aside, and I apologized to her and stuff like that. I would have never gotten that and stuff. I know that is particularly, I know that is serving me because, you know, there's nothing freaking wrong with that. There's nothing bad, you know. But other things that I have dabbled into that I realized didn't serve me, I dropped. I most definitely do trial and error, and I do my research on things for sure.